Hi and welcome back to the Form Pro rating site. I'm going to have a look at a couple of races this morning and preview a couple of dogs using the ratings and the sectionals. Let's look at Christchurch Greyhounds today at Addington, and the first race we're going to look at is race 3 and box 1, Boston Billy. Let's have a look at the statistics here for the boxes from this distance. Okay, when they've drawn box 1, they've won 16.9% of races, and box 2 14.8% of races, so that inside draw is definitely an advantage, as it is at most tracks. This is interesting here too, the position at first marker. If it's first, the first marker, it's won 48% of the time, and second 23% of the time. So if you're first or second into that first bend, you got a 71% chance of winning. So that's a pretty strong stat, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to race 3 and let's have a look at the filter which we can use to work out which dogs have the best times with certain criteria. Let's have a look at, we don't want to do all courses here, we've got all date ranges, Mine Allen, Opawa Kevin, but that's a bit too wide, so let's go just to Addington Raceway only. This distance, which is plus or minus 25 metres, and let's look in the last 90 days and submit that, top 20. What does it come up with? It comes up with Opawa Timo for the top 2 and Boston Billy second one back. Let's dig a bit deeper. Okay, there's the adjusted times there. So Opawa Timo on August the 17th ran second and 30.21, good time. Right, now obviously Opawa Timo and Boston Billy both met recently, so let's have a look at that race. Let's go to Boston Billy on that September the 7th. It's last Thursday. Yep. Okay, here's the race here. We have Fair Pippa 1, he's all power second, Opawa Timo 3rd, and Boston Billy 5th. There's the adjusted times. Now we want to look at the sectionals that they ran, so if we go up here, click on the sectionals, we can dig a bit deeper and see Fair Pippa, obviously fastest lead up time, fastest middle sectional, wasn't the fastest closing but had a good enough break to hold on by about a length. Now Boston Billy, he ran home his closing sectional in 12.19, where Opawa Timo 12.32, and Boston Billy drew box 5 and Opawa Timo box 3. So let's have a look at the race. So if we click up here, view race replay, we'll see how they jumped. We'll just pause it for a sec. There they are there. There's box 3 there. There's Opawa Timo and Boston Billy in box 5 there. So Boston Billy was a wee bit quicker out by about half a length. Go on a bit further. When they settled in the first bend, Boston Billy's at the back and Opawa Timo was in front. Roll on a bit further. Go a bit further. Oops, a daisy. We'll go round to the back straight. So we can see Opawa Timo's got a fair gap, 1, 2, about 3 lengths gap on Boston Billy. How are they going to close up at the finish? Boston Billy's closing up and almost grabs Opawa Timo on the line, so it was a very good run. So just the draws obviously was the difference there. Let's go back, we'll close that. Let's go back and have a look at Boston Billy's record from box 1. Okay, we'll go back here. Boston Billy, he's got 13 starts for 2 wins and 9 placings. There he is there for box 1. Not too bad. It's 11, 2 wins and 9 placings. That's 11 placings from 13 starts. Pretty good place chance, obviously. So he drew box 1 on the 31st of August here. Let's see how he jumped out. Go to the view race replay. Let's have a look here. There is jumps on terms. Then he drives through and he's second there. Okay, goes round. Here he comes towards the end. So he's still going strongly and is closing up nicely on the leader. Good run. Okay, so obviously he jumped well there. And we'll go back and see any other starts there. Box 1, last box 1 start there, 11th of May. Let's see how he jumped. There he goes, jumped sort of more or less in the lead or equal terms there. And Epic Dream, so he's trailing into the bend there and he finished up. Let's have a look. There he is, finishing off strongly to Tom T. Pretty good dog, so pretty strong form from that box 1. There he is there, bending well. He likes that odd inside draw, obviously. So we now know that he can beat Opawa Brad with a bit of box draw. Drawn 1, Opawa Timo is slower away, and Botany Allen is reasonably quick away. So he's very likely to lead or trail, and from there we know his closing sectional 12.19 last start was really good. Let's have a look how it compared on the day, just out of interest. 7th of September. Here he is there. 5th and sectionals. Best on night closing sectionals. 12.19 probably. Yep, it was the best on night by far actually, by 0.11 of a second, which is a couple of lengths over He's All Power, Opawa Tumo, all out of the same race, Opawa Brad. So from that inside box draw, he's going to get every chance, hopefully, of turning the tables on those other dogs. So what's he paying on the tote? $6. It's good money, $6. And probably around about $2 a place. So with 11 placings from 13 starts, he has to be a good place chance. So a really good each way bet there for Boston Billy. Let's go on to race 11, and a 6:45 metre race, distance race. The dog drawn 1 there, No Answer. I think he's got a reasonable chance from that box draw. Let's have a look at his form. Okay, we'll go back to today's fields. There we are, race 11. No Answer, drawn box 1, and his record from box 1 again too is 2 wins, 6 placings, so 80% strike rate, place strike rate, so it's got to be a good chance. Let's have a look at the filter and see how he ranks time wise. Oh, there we are. Addington, plus or minus, kept the last settings from the previous search, filter search. Last 90 days, he ran 5th on this event, on this time, and had the best adjusted time. So he's actually got the fastest time over Opawa Sophie and Dead Wong. And that was from box 7. Let's go back to the ratings and let's have a look at maybe 1 or 2 of his recent runs from box 1. Well, last start he drew box 1 and ran 2nd. Let's have a look. 31st of August, behind Marzu, beat Draxler, Dead Wong, beat those dogs. So let's have a look. Or the sectionals first of all. Let's have a look. Sectionals. Dead Wong ran 13.10, No Answer 13.36. The midsection will be 12.94. So No Answer was 2nd all the way and stuck on really well. So he drew box 1. Let's have a look at that race to see if he does tend to favour box 1. Here we go. It's a short run to the first bend. There he is. So he's out nicely there, drawn box 1, and Marzu is in front there, so goes forward. So there he is there, tucked in nicely behind Marzu, not a bad dog. Around they go. A bit further. There he is, holding second quite comfortably. So there's every chance. Good commentary, eh? Big win. Like it. Right, and no answer. Let's go back to the field. I think he's got every chance here of doing the same thing, leading out or trailing. Draxler can jump well at times. He can fly the traps, but he hasn't been jumping so well lately. Let's look at his form. Yeah, see, he's been fifth, sixth. They jumped well that day, that night, but in between, not so good. So there's every chance no answer is going to lean. Arcane Saber, he's been slow out recently. I watched his start, last start 2 days ago. He drew box 8 and he was just dawdled out. So every chance here no answer can lead out and be really hard to beat. What's he paying? He's paying $3.40 and $1.40. Well, the place prices are up. What's number 3 paying? $6 and $1.80. Great each way bet there. And no answer, $3.40. So a couple of nice bets there. So hopefully combining the ratings and the sectionals gives you good confidence when you find a dog that's drawn well, maps to lead or trail and get every chance, and all the form says that he or she's got a really good chance of winning. So we'll see how those 2 dogs go, and I'll report back on Friday and see if we can find hopefully another winner or 2.